points in Norman Powell.
Questions for Kawhi and for Norman, please. In front.
Guys, Melissa Thomas right here in front for Florida National News. How gratifying was it to get this win the second time in a row here on Orlando's turf?
It was great. Road wins are the best, especially in the playoffs. But obviously, we all know the job isn't done yet.
It's really good, especially we wanted to bounce back after game one and really focus on picking up both of them on the road. We gave up one on our home court. So just try to come out, be aggressive, and really try to put a press on them going back to Toronto.
In the second row here.
Eric Wilson, 1070 The Zone. Gentlemen, your performance tonight, and I'll speak first to Kawhi. Friday night really kind of wasn't your game, but you came out tonight and really established yourself as the leader. Can you guys speak to the continuity of this team and, the importance of picking up for each other night after night?
Like you said, it wasn't a good shoot night for me, but when you have good teammates, good chemistry, guys step up. That's how you win games in the playoffs. It's not a one-man team. We all did it collectively throughout the whole year, and it showed, and it shows tonight. Norm playing great on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think just to piggyback on that, all year, whether it's been injuries, guys out for rest, whatever it is, we've been able to just step up, next man up, going out there. May not be a good night for Kawhi, but Pascal last game, Danny last game was able to step up in that unit. It's just we're always pulling for one another. Whether somebody's struggling or doing well, we just want them to pick it up. We trust everybody. We trust their games. I think that's what's worked for us with our chemistry. Just trusting one another when we go out there. Playing with the flow of the game, and knowing that Kawhi's going to get hot and he's going to close out games for us when need be.
In the second row next.
Kawhi, Chris Cuff from 24 Flick Sports. Specifically to you, you seem to have more energy, better flow tonight's game. What was the difference between tonight and Friday?
Felt like tonight I was able to get to the line. Friday, I felt like I didn't get some calls that I thought we should have gotten, so it kind of put me in the hole early. Going like 1 for 5 in the first quarter, and just from there, just those shots was going in. But like I said, we were still up 10 points, 15 points that game. I trust everybody on my team. I didn't try to force anything. I still made plays, making assists, guys knocking down big shots, and obviously Pascal played great. And it's not about me when I'm playing. My focus is winning the game. And if shots are not going in, I'm going to try to do my best I can by getting other guys involved or just playing defense.
Tim at the back.
Kawhi all the way in the back. Tim Reynolds with the Associated Press. How much of the postseason did you watch last year, and how much did you miss not being part of it?
I watched a little bit. Obviously the finals, conference finals. But, it was just all season long, really. So, it was a down year for me. I love to play the game. And being injured is no fun. That's all you got to do, especially in my case, just rehabbing almost every day, just around the clock, either just making sure something is loosened up or just strengthening a certain area. But like I said before, just when you get to that point, it's just like you'd rather just be playing the game and, just even if you're going to fail at it, you just want to be out there on the floor and with your teammates and just feel that, like, your team spirit, chemistry, just trying to focus on one goal. And, that's something that I was missing, just being out and sitting out. And, that's why it's a blessing this year just to be able to play and be on the floor regardless what the outcome is.
I'll do last couple questions if you don't mind, folks, right down here.
This is for Kawhi, DJ Siddiqui of CBS Sports. It just felt like in this game, from beginning until end, you had full control and your imprint on this game. Did that feel to be the case playing in the game? I
really don't think that I don't think like that when I'm playing. It's just really just every possession and, just trying to win. My teammates, I feel like my teammates had a big part with Norm playing great. Pascal shot the ball well. Kyle did great, made big shots. Danny made a big shot at the end of the third. Mark played great. Fred came in and knocked down shots. I just feel like we all played well tonight. We all had our hands on the game. Once you make shots, then everybody looking at you and saying, "Oh, you had control of the game." But you could do it on both ends of the floor, and it's everybody. It's not just me out there.
Ryan down front and to the right for you guys.
Ryan McNeil, Athletes Unfiltered. Norm, you're locked in on both ends of the court tonight. You're 7 of 9 from the field on offense. The player you're guarding most of the game, Terrence Ross, is 1 of 5. That extra aggression or being locked in, is that because you played Terrence Ross in practice before as a teammate? Is it because it's game 4 and just more familiar with the series with him? Where did that come from tonight?
I think just all series long, I've just been trying to be really aggressive on the defensive end, no matter what happens on the offensive end. First couple games, I was able to hold Terrence Ross. I'm familiar with his game. I know what he likes to do. I think first game he was 2 for 11. I was really pressuring him, trying to make every shot difficult for him. He comes off. He's a really great shooter, coming off pin downs. So I feel like all series I've just been trying to be aggressive, make it tough for them. Whoever I'm on, DJ, Fournier, or T. Ross, just trying to take their looks away, and then just whatever happens on the offensive end. I'm shoot the ball, I'm gonna be aggressive, find my spots. Tonight, the team was able to move the ball, swing the ball, and I was able to attack, get some easy looks at the basket, and just trust myself, doing whatever's asked of me. And tonight, just showed on both ends.
Thanks very much, everybody.
Norman Powell, Kawhi
to the table.
Here's Toronto Raptors head coach Nick Nurse.
Kawhi with yesterday. Are you going to give it to all your guys the rest of the week?
Yeah, sounds good, Doug. Again, I just think he's playing at a level, and he just didn't quite have the juice to play at a level than the last game. Again, I thought he still gutted it out, grabbed 10 boards in the last game. But again, today you see him moving a little better, playing with a lot more force, just quicker with the ball, etc. The energy was better for him tonight. I think that was the reason.
Tim?
Nick, Tim Reynolds with the AP. 2 things. One, how important was that stretch in the third when I think Kawhi scored 3 straight times to answer Orlando getting within 12 or 13? And secondly, on a little more lighter note, were you aware that you were trending for your reaction to the 3-second call in the first quarter?
I wasn't aware of that. Is that a good thing? Is trending a good thing? Oh, it is? Okay. Yeah, I think again, these series and even the games and the series is a lot about imposing your will on the team, right? And I think they make a run and Kawhi goes down and gets those 3 buckets in a row, and it's a little bit of imposing your will of you can make a run but you still got to get some stops, and we got a really good player that's going to get us baskets when we need them. And I think, psychologically that has an impact on a game.
Up front on your left here, Coach.
Coach Melissa Thomas of Florida National News. How gratifying is it for you and your team to be able to secure both wins here on Orlando turf?
Well, it's certainly gratifying and certainly gives us, a chance to, win the series. But I still say most importantly, I'm more concerned and probably more pleased with the way we played, right? In games 2, 3, and 4, we've gone out there and really guarded. And that is who we are becoming, need to be, each and every minute of each and every game. And we've done it, I think, pretty well 3 games in a row. So that's more pleasing to me, I think.
To Eric, midway down on your right, Coach.
Eric Corrine, The Athletic. Given all the things we talked about all year, are you pleased with how the starting 5 is really sort of on a string on both ends almost now?
Yeah. I mean, again, I think they're doing a lot of really good things, especially defensively. And I still say there's a lot of great offense being played too, but I still say there's maybe 10 possessions tonight that I'd like to have back, where I think we could have probed longer and moved it a little more and continued to break down the defense to get a better shot than we took. So again, there's a lot of good play there, Eric, but I think I still see some upside there with that group.
To the left here, Coach.
Danny Thompson, RallyAssociation.com. Coach, talk about what Serge and what Norman gave you off the bench tonight.
Yeah, they were both great. Again, I just think Serge's activity is a problem, right? It's a problem. They turn the corner on us and head down to the basket, and he's down there taking a swat at it, getting a piece of them, maybe not getting them, but altering shots, rebounding the ball at the offensive end and putting a couple back. We're big. Banged in a three, and then I thought Norman played with great force tonight. Man, he was a rocket to the rim. He got strong and got up and finished, and a couple of those were big baskets. I thought the game was, they were clawing back into it there, and he made a couple strong moves and pump fake and got him up and got it to the rim and laid it in. So those two guys were super off the bench tonight. Really good.
Down front and to your right, Coach Ryan.
Hey, Coach. Ryan McNeil from Athletes Unfiltered. Orlando had a really good start, 6 to 7 field goals. You guys called timeout. Kawhi came back and scored 6 straight points for you guys. How pivotal was that for him, just punching back and giving back a little momentum?
Well, I think, again, when you're on the road, you're always worried about the start, right? Because and in this situation, probably in particular, them coming off a couple losses, desperation mode a little bit. And they, crowds juiced up and you're always worried about the start. And I think we turned it over our first couple possessions. And then we turned them over, but didn't get anything out of it, right? We made 3 or 4 really good defensive plays and raced it down and didn't really get anything in transition. I gave them some credit at the end of the first quarter because I think we'd created 6 or 7 turnovers already, and we had hardly anything to show for it. So they did come out with great energy and force. Again, they're making adjustments to what they see game to game. It's a very well coached team and a very good team. So I'm glad we hung in there and were able to answer back early in the game and hold our footing there a little bit.
Third row in the middle here, Coach.
Philip Rossman-Reich, Orlando Magic Daily. What effect did getting Jonathan Isaac and Aaron Gordon into foul trouble in the second quarter have on the ability for you guys to kind of pull away there?
Well, I think Gordon was a big problem tonight, right? He was doing a heck of a job, I thought, scoring and getting it to the basket, and we were having a hard time keeping him in front or just controlling him. He was playing with a lot of force, just coming around those screens and using all his size and athleticism. So, that probably helped us a little bit that he got in some foul trouble. And again, Isaac's length is also a problem at times, for Pascal. So, having 2 pretty long defenders for them picking up some fouls tonight was nice to see for us, actually.
Second row here, Coach, on your right.
Keith Smith, Yahoo Sports. Kyle Lowry seems to be adapting more into a playmaker role versus scorer than in previous playoff runs. How big is that for you guys as a team to have other players who can carry the scoring load?
Well, I think it's really big for us because I don't think he feels the weight of the world on his shoulders that he got to get us 20 for us to win, right? Because, again, his natural instincts for a long time have been to lead a team, play his guts out, make plays in a lot of areas. The scoring's kind of just come here in the last couple of years and needed to be a big time scorer for us in the past. And I love him in this role because I think he's tailor made for it. And he can still shoot the ball. He's still a big time threat. You got to run out to him because he can bang a 3 or a bunch of them with the best of them. So again, I like that we got some options, right? I think it's great that we get 29 points out of Powell and Ibaka off the bench. That's big for us. That doesn't happen every day, and a lot of those things are set up because they're worried about Kyle, Kawhi, Pascal.
Last couple questions here. I've got one in.
Luke Hetrick, Spectrum News 13. How easy is it for you guys defensively knowing that Mark can handle Vooch and frustrate him one-on-one in the post?
Well, it's not easy, right? But it helps, right? It helps because we got some schemes going on. You're seeing them that we're doubling, right? But we don't do it very often when Mark's on him. So it's nice to be able to stay home and not open up something else like a 3. So it's nice. And again, I still say Mark's really good in there, and so is Serge. It's a tough proposition. That's 2 really good defensive centers that we're running out there for the full 48 minutes.
And to the back on the left, there's the last question.
Hey, Coach. Juan Bernal, WPRK. With 2 convincing victories in the past 3 games, is there any form of, or is there any worry of complacency from you heading into Game 5, going back home on Tuesday?
Well, I think you always got to worry about that. You know, you worry about that all season long in this league. After you win, you gotta forget about that last one and refocus and do your job. Again, I'm our message will be let's build on this. Like let's make sure we understand and see what we're seeing. We're doing well. Let's tweak and fix some of the things that we can still improve on, and let's worry about us and forget about the score and forget about who we're playing and the series and all that stuff, and let's concentrate on the Toronto Raptors.
Thank you, everyone.